Hey, what is up guys? This is SkyForce95 here reviewing the new Trent Trenti 5 TPU case for the iPhone 5 and 5S. Now I've been using this for my iPhone 5S for a solid 1 month consistently, and here I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. Personally, I actually think this might have been one of my favorite cases thus far, as I do like minimalistic cases. Well, let's just go ahead and first give you a quick overview and then I'll get into more details. So starting from the side, there's a little bit of extra bumps here for grip. And then there are raised buttons covering the volume buttons, as well as an open cutout for the mute switch, which is easily accessible. And then here, moving on to the top, it also has a covering for the sleep wake button. And then there's nothing on this side besides the duplicate raised here for extra grip. You cannot access your SIM card, as most cases can anyway. And then on the back of the phone, there is a pretty wide cutout for the camera as well as the flash. I have not had any problems with interference whatsoever, so that's good. Also, it is pretty tight fitting to the back of the phone, so it doesn't accumulate as much lint as other cases that I have tested so far. And you can see there's a really subtle design here, just very simple lines and triangles with the new Trent logo on the bottom. It really makes it pretty futuristic, in my opinion. And then here on the bottom, we have the cutout for the headphone jack, as well as the lightning port and the speaker grills, which are very precisely engineered to match up with the holes very nicely. On the front, it has a decent raised lip so that when you put it on a surface, you don't have to worry about your screen getting scratched at all. And if you haven't noticed already, the corners are more robust to account for the times when you drop your phone, and most likely it will land on the corners, so it's good that they have reinforcement in those areas. In fact, I did drop my phone when I was riding my bike one time, and it left a little tiny scrape mark here, if you can even tell. Very minor though, and it obviously saved my phone. No cracks on the screens whatsoever, so I'm very happy for that. Now, if you've seen my unboxing video, I did notice at first that it was a little bit difficult to press down on the raised buttons, but over time, as with most TPU cases, you are able to break in the buttons more, so it makes it a little bit easier to press. However, I still think they could have done a better job with making the buttons a little bit more easy to press. The sleep wake button's okay now, but the volume button still takes a decent amount of effort to do, and it's still usable. It's not a deal breaker by any means, but I would just like it to be a little bit easier to press. As for the how generous they allow the hole for the headphone jack to be, I know that's definitely a concern for several people with special earphones that are a little bit wider. Well, I am able to, of course, fit the usual Apple earphones. No problem for those of you who still own the stock earphones. It's actually even able to be compatible with the Audio-Technica ATH M50Xs, which I have the 3-foot cable here. You can see, nicely designed that it's actually able to fit, which is good. However, the one headphone that I do own, unfortunately, does not fit are my Shure SE115s. As you can see, it's really not a downside to this particular case, because this headphone really doesn't fit pretty much any case that I've tested. So it clearly doesn't fit. You can see here, it doesn't go in all the way, unfortunately, because it's really wide. But I would say generally it's wide enough to fit most earphones. So, well, I can't test every single one, so hopefully it'll be compatible with your earphone. One thing I do have to note is that this particular case is very tight fitting. That's why, like I mentioned before, it doesn't accumulate that much lint, so there's not much lint between the case and the phone. But that also means that it's a very tight fitting case and it will not be compatible with very thick screen protectors. I actually do have a screen protector on right now, and I'll be doing a review of the screen protector in a later video, but I did try this out with a tempered glass screen protector, and that was just a little bit too thick, and it caused the screen protector to have bubbles, so that was not able to fit properly with this case, unfortunately. But other than that, I really do like this case. It's very nicely designed and it's reasonably priced. I think it's around $6. And for TPU cases, that might be a little bit on the expensive side, but do keep in mind that this is a very professionally engineered case by Trent, which is a reputable company. And I would say that yes, TPU cases do tend to yellow over time, but they really don't yellow that significantly, and I actually think that it still might look just as good if it's just a little bit more tinted in the yellowish color. But that pretty much do it for me for this review. I really do like this case. The only flaws I would say is just the raised buttons need to be a little bit easier to press. But other than that, I really do like this case. I would completely recommend it for those people who want a minimalistic case but still is capable of protecting your phone from basic drops.